So this video is going to be on assignment 10. We're going to take a look at another orthographic projection. This one is going to be using some angled points. So we're going to do the same type of thing, but a little different this time. I'm actually going to take my isometric and kind of expand these lines to create a rectangle. So we have something to measure our points off from. Down here on the bottom. So I've actually just boxed this out. If I measure this, let's measure the overall length first. And we have 8. So that becomes 16. The measurements are going to be the same as before. This front edge is 5.5 or 11. This little side piece is going to be 2. The overall width is 4.5 or 9. And the height is 8. So rather than lay this out as the shape as it is, I'm going to take my drawing just like we did on the orthographic and I'm going to box it out. So my height is 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Draw vertical. My photocopy didn't come out very dark. Oh, that was the height. I need 9. Pardon me. Starting off on a good foot here. Width is 9. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Try to make my lines a little bit darker so that you can see them. Do a vertical edge right here. The length of this is 16. I'll use my scale because I can't see those dots very well. So 2 inches would be 16. We'll run this straight down. Height in the front view is 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. Make sure I got it. 1 inch below there. Using the darker scale, it shows up a little bit better. Our width was 9. So that would be 8 plus 1 is 9. Alright, we know that we got 2 across the front. This front edge is going to show up right on this plane. And we're going to see this is actually going to be a sloped surface right here. If we look at this top view, we know that our front edge is going to be 11. So we're going to say 8, 9, 10, 11. This is coming over 2. And we're looking straight down at it. I'm going to connect these with this angled line. So it's 8, 9, 10, 11. We'll bring this line straight down. So this one was actually pretty simple. We're just transposing these lines. They didn't screw it up. Do this angle. clean it up. This one's already labeled. Top, front, right side. So if I bring it around, hopefully I can just keep from washing out on it. Just laying it down is fine. So we have our top view, front view. This is the angle sloping back, and then the right side view. Now this next one, number 2, has a couple of different angles. So we'll do the same thing. Let's measure this out first. It's 6, so this one's 12. And 2.5 is 5. 2 across the front. Back side, 4. 5.5. This is going to be 11. This height is going to be 3. Width across the back, 4.5 would be 9. And our height is going to be 8. So even without boxing it out, I think we have enough to lay this out. So the first thing we'll do is actually draw those boxes. Again, now we're looking at top, front, and left side view because we're coming off this right side of the paper. And didn't give me a tick mark up here on the top, so I'll just make one right there. Top view is going to be 9, so we're going to say 8/8 plus 1 is 9/8. Run that across. Height is 8. That's exactly 1 inch. Run that across the front and the left side view. Overall length is 12 plus 5, so that's going to be 17. We know 2 inches is 16, so 2 inch and 1/8 would be 17. And we'll stretch those down. We said the overall width was 9. Do a vertical line right there. So let's look at our top view first. Back side comes over 5. This little protrusion on the top. And we'll straighten that out. The front view comes over 2. If we look at the back, we're going to come over 11 from the back side. So we got 8, 9, 10, 11. Right here, we put our angle cut right in this position. Now we can transpose those points down to this front view. If we look at this left side view, looking at this view, we're going to have 2. It only goes up a distance of, I didn't measure this side over here, so that's 2.5 or 5. So we'll measure up 5 here. Do a horizontal line. Hopefully you can. So this angle piece is right here, but it's only going to go up this height, even though we're going to be able to see the back edge. The side will have this little bump on the top. So now we can start darkening these lines up. across the back, and we'll do a little cleanup. These are all labeled, so you don't even have to do the lettering. So there we have it. So you can see that okay. Top view. There's our top right here. Front view. This is our angled section right here. This is going to be an angled wall or face. Our angled face over here is on this side where my pencil is. Flat face, and then the flat face in the back. That's all there is to it. So again, it's the same thing. We have angles on here now. These two bottom ones are going to be a little bit different because you've got two angles to work with. You're going to have an angle in the top view, or a top view looking this way, and then when you look at your front view and your right side, you're going to see this angle also. The same with this one over here. You got an angle in this direction, an angle in this direction, and an angle in this direction. So you're going to have to kind of lay these things out, get these measurements straight, and kind of figure out where these things are. And again, I would kind of box the whole thing out. As long as you can get an overall length and these individual pieces and an overall length on this side, also these depths, you can figure these angles from the orthographic views and not have to try to guess at what they might be. So you're going to give 3 and 4 a shot as part of the final homework to be turned in on Monday. This is exercise 10 from the Design Graphics 1 workbook. So just like that, and we'll get into a little more technical or detailed angles next week.